Hello everybody, my name is Mega Crasher, but you could say that I come to you not just as Mega Crasher, but as my real life self, Corey Chase. But you see, I'm not going to be doing this video alone. I happen to have a special guest with me, and introduce yourself please.
Oh man, I'm a special guest now. This is Regdrags, people. I'm not sure some of you guys see my latest video on my channel, where I'm raging basically against pretty much it's related to what we are about to talk about in this video. But yes, this is me, and I am going to be in this video. Hi. All right. This is crazy. I don't know what else to say, but this is crazy. But go on, let them know what's going on.
Well, before I get on with the main point of the video, I will say that viewer discretion is advised, because this is not only going to be, rather a sensitive kind of video, but there will be coarse language, so if you guys are sensitive to that, then please avert your eyes and ears and, click out of this video. Because the last thing I want is, for people to complain, be like, ooh, you swear too much, ooh this, ooh that. It's like, well, don't say I didn't warn you. I mean, you guys should know by now that I do a fair bit of swearing. And especially seeing how I have a guest here, it's completely unpredictable in what she's going to say. So with that being said, I'm going to dive right into this. Yep. Do you want to start things off? Like what I want to hear what you got to say.
How about you start? I'll just be on the sidelines. You start this off.
All right. You heard it first, folks. So, this video is going to be targeting quite a few things. Bullying, yeah, it's going to be one of them by default, because what I'm addressing is a severe form of bullying, and that would be making fun of people with disabilities. Doesn't have to be just mental disabilities, it could be physical disabilities. And you're probably wondering, well, what sparked this video? Allow me to tell you what sparked this video. This video is basically in response to not only what happened with Lumario, aka Roland, with the Nugget Bridge fallout, but also something that I have come across on Facebook just not even an hour ago. And I will have a couple of screenshots in the second part of the video, but for right now, me and Regdrags, we're going to talk to you face to face. Raw, all that good stuff. And I'm going to tell you guys something. I don't know if you guys know this, or maybe you have, or maybe you didn't watch my Strip Down Challenge video, but I'm going to say right now that I myself grew up with autism. Yeah, is that hard to believe? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, I don't know. But I grew up with a high functioning case of autism. More specifically, I grew up with Asperger's syndrome. It's not Asperger's, whatever the fuck you guys want to call it. It's Asperger's. And it's on the autism spectrum. And for those of you guys that don't know what autism is, well, I'm not going to waste your time explaining what it is, because it would take forever. So, do yourself a favor, go on Google and look it up. So, first off, I'm going to be addressing what happened on Facebook about an hour ago. And see this right here, it's a group that is heavily based around Pokemon. Let me ask you a question. When you think of Pokemon, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Regdrags, what do you think?
Having fun, playing the game, interacting with other people. Interacting with other people to learn different concepts and skills and making new friends. That's basically the first few things that come to mind when I think of Pokemon.
Yep. Same here. I mean, when I think of Pokemon, I go all the way back to first generation. I go all the way back to when I have my really crappy Game Boy, in which I would be driving in the back seat at night, trying really hard to keep my flashlight steady while playing the game. I miss those days. And, then came second generation, then came third generation, fourth, fifth, sixth, And now this. Now we are on the brink of the end of 6th generation, and, you know, Pokemon has evolved over the years, no pun intended, but all this evolution isn't for the best, because now we got people that take the game way too serious. Not only can they not disagree civilly, but they resort to personal, and I mean menacingly personal attacks. You know, it's one thing to call somebody stupid. I don't condone any sort of name calling. I especially don't condone any sort of bullying at all. I will rip an asshole out of you if I catch you bullying somebody. But this right here tops every single line. This tops every single border that you could place and think of. When you make fun of somebody and you call them an autistic piece of shit, and I quote, which is going to be in the first screen cap I'll show you in the second part of the video, you've gone over the line. And I'm going to tell you something. If you said that to me, I would make it so that you never would talk to me again. There's 3 things in life that you don't do. You don't piss in the wind, you don't tug on Superman's cape, and you don't ever make fun of somebody who has a disability. Doesn't matter who you are or who you think you are. You are lower than low piece of shit if you think that it's funny and okay to be doing shit like this. Let me ask you a question. How would you feel if you grew up with a disability? How would you feel if your son or your daughter had a disability? Maybe your sister or brother. Maybe your aunt, uncle, father, mother. How would you feel if you were being bashed down mercifully because you have a disability? How would you feel if you saw your son or your daughter coming home bruised up because they were called retarded? You know what? I can't even say that word without wanting to throw my guts up. I fucking hate the R word. That's what we're going to call it. We're going to call it the R word. I can't even say that word without wanting to punch the fuck out of anything that can be broken. Because that's how pissed off I am. And I apologize for those of you guys who are watching and may be a little bit uncomfortable. I apologize. But like I said before, in the beginning of the video, I warned you guys, if this is something that you don't want to see, avert your eyes and ears, please. Don't say I didn't warn you. Now, I'm going to take a break from speaking for a little bit and let Cynthia take this away. What do you guys say?
Oh man, unfortunately you guys cannot see me for technical complications in this supposed video, but I'm actually holding my Game Boy Color, one that I actually refurbished myself, and I'm not sure if you guys can hear it, that's the cartridge. You know what cartridge it is, guys? It is my Pokemon Blue version in my Game Boy Color. I've been with Pokemon for so long. I stopped for, I would have to say, 4 years because I just could not play it for whatever reason. And when I started a YouTube channel and started to basically reconnect with the outside world, and I hate to put it like that because I was playing an MMO for so long and dealt with almost the exact same thing. People calling each other the R word, the N word, the whatever word, the this word, for absolute nonsense, for nothing basically, online. I stopped playing that game and I said, I like Pokemon, so I'm gonna make a couple YouTube videos for Pokemon. But then I started to really get into what the communities are, what you guys do, which I think it is amazing. You guys are doing the Wi-Fi battles and you are interacting with each other, and Pokemon has just, no pun intended, evolved and transformed to what it is right now at this point in time. And but now I don't know what it is. I'm not even gonna mention this person's name. I'm pretty sure you guys probably know who he is now mentioning. But now we have people that are, I mean, you make a suggestion or a correction, and oh, I'm gonna kill your family. Oh no, I'm gonna make you drink every last ounce of bleach until you suffocate, or some random threat, or if they, let's just say, everybody knew what I looked like, and I made, I don't know, a comment about, I don't like that strategy that you use with the Snorlax. I think the Snorlax should just keep using rest and just, I don't, whatever and whatever and whatever. Oh, well, you got, and just start picking on me and just slandering me because of my race or whatever. This is ridiculous. This is absolute garbage.
I agree with you 100%.
I really hope you guys don't dislike this video because we are both speaking the truth here.
Yep.
You guys, like I said in my other video, which if you cannot tolerate my swearing and my bluntness, don't watch it. But
Yep.
to give you short, the Pokemon communities, I mean, I'm on Twitter. I am talking to a Pokatuber that's just saying, guys, what should I do to get more subs? And I told them, keep enjoying the game and show people that you're not a piece of trash.
Yep.
Like some of the other peeps that I've mentioned and Corey has just mentioned just now. Show the people that Pokemon's the game where you enjoy the game. You catch whatever Pokemon you want, you interact with your friends or whoever online. But you don't do that just to harass somebody because of a handicap, because of the disability that they have.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but they are spoiled. They are just the biggest piece of scum of the earth. They
Yep.
really should just crawl in a hole and just stay there and have a bunch of garbage and rocks and bird shit just drop from the skies and just fall on them and make a pyramid. That's what should happen. So to this Peter person, oh man, I'm not even going to continue to swear. You know where you can go, right?
Yep.
You know exactly where you can go. I'm done.
Yep. You see, this right here is the kind of bluntness that I'm talking about, and this right here is the bluntness that I crave, because it seems to me that, you know, if people were to dislike this video, it's like, okay, well, let's break this down. Why do you dislike this video? Was it because of something I said? Was it because of something she said? Was it something that, you know, I was incorrect on? If that's the case, then let me know. But if you're going to dislike it because you can't handle us being blunt, you can't handle us being truth, you can't handle us being real, well, then what the fuck are you even doing here? That's all I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to get a fucking message out. I'm just trying to say. And for those of you guys that have stuck with me since last year, you guys know that I'm a very outspoken individual. You guys know that on the last channel, Mega Masher, when I had it out with you know who, Berlisify. Yeah, I said his name, chill the fuck out. But you see, this right here is something that goes beyond anything and everything that I've ever been through in Pokemon before. Yeah, you can have your disagreements. You can go ahead and block me. You can go ahead, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. I don't care. Okay? It's your life. Live it. I don't care. But if you're going to go as far as to make fun of somebody because of their disability, and you are going to not only name call them on top of that, but say that, oh, you know, they're an autistic piece of shit, or oh, you're fucking retarded. I can't even say that word without wanting to punch things all over the place. I swear to God. I can't even say that word. I can't. You know, I just... Every single time that I see something like this happen, and it doesn't happen too often, but you see every single time that this happens, and I see that people with disabilities are being targeted, they're being made fun of, it makes me want to snap so badly that it would be... I'll just put it to you this way. If you guys ever watched the Jurassic World, dealing with the Indominus Rex would be a fucking cakewalk in comparison to dealing with me. Because I will make your life a living hell if I ever caught you doing this to one of my friends. Do it to me? You know what? In comparison, I don't give a shit. I'm tougher than fucking steel. I don't care. You know, you can say what you want about me, but does that mean I'm going to let you get away with it? No. I'm going to say something, and, you know, whether you choose to listen or not, that's up to you. But I'm going to make myself be heard. But it's much different when you target somebody who's not only a friend of mine, but somebody who shares a similar... Well, I can't even say... What can we say? A similar situation. We'll say similar situation. If you're going to make fun of someone for autism, pardon my language, you're scum of the earth. You are lower than fucking shit. And you see, this right here, this whole Facebook thing, that I came across, that's that's half of it. The other half of it is in relation to with what was happening with Lumario and Nugget Bridge. Now, I'm going to say something. I'm going to be upfront when I say that I am not a part of the Nugget Bridge community. I hardly know anything about the Nugget Bridge community. Here's a saying that I've always lived by. You're always going to have those bad apples in every community. So when I say Nugget Bridge, I do not mean the entire community. But this right here, in the second part of the video, what you're going to see, I'm going to pull up another screenshot that I pulled from on Twitter from Lumario of basically a moderator or admin or whatever calling him retarded. Okay, let me tell you something right there, bucko. I'm going to tell you something. When you say that kind of shit, you're basically endorsing by default that kind of behavior. Do you think for 1 second that you're doing the right thing by projecting that kind of image onto people that look up to you? Do you think that you're projecting the right image when you are saying shit like this and it gets spread out to the community? And hey, say if I didn't know anything about this, say if I wanted to join Nugget Bridge tomorrow or right now. If I joined Nugget Bridge and I saw this shit go down, I'd be like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I come here to play Pokemon. I don't come here to be a part of a fucking community that condones this sort of shit. And, alright, I gotta fucking breathe for a moment. Oh my fucking god. Alright. I know I told you guys that, you know,
This is just absolute. This is outrageous. Just, I'm sorry to call you out, but this is just absolute ridiculous. Why is this happening, guys? Like I said in my video, we have, I mean, you have to say, with Pokemon, I mean, there's no, oh, well, there's this guild or that guild. It's up to us to make up those communities, those guilds, those different rules. It's so unique and so special. And yet we have some supposedly growing communities going, well, our rules are better, where your rules are stupid. Oh no, those rules could go fart themselves across the globe. And no, this is ridiculous. And now he's right. Well, we cannot judge an entire community by one person. But really, when you look really closely, like I said, they let that moderator become a mod. They let that mod call him the R word, and they let him do and just pretty much everything that I said in my video. It's just it's just untasteful. Absolutely untasteful. Like Corey just said, what if I wanted, oh man, me join the Nugget Bridge community, oh god. But what if I wanted to join there? Oh, believe me, if I saw it, I would have already made a YouTube video about it and say, hey, stay away from that community. I mean, to be a good community, you really have to be above it all. If drama like that happens, you have to work hard to resolve it. But if you let it escalate, I mean, if you let it escalate like that, you are garbage. You are trash.
Yeah, I agree. You know, I've been a part of the Smogon community for a long time, and I admit, Smogon, no way, shape, and form perfect. But then again, what other community, or what other being, or what other, you know, playstyle is, whatever. It's like, no one single thing on Earth is perfect. But that doesn't justify or excuse this form of bigotry when you go on a public fucking website and blatantly call somebody the R word. You know, this right here is a hell of a lot worse than, you know, calling someone names, like calling someone a piece of shit, calling someone fuckface, or even faggot. You know, like, just, like, I don't know. I don't know. And yeah, you know, this bothers me. This bothers me in the fact that, yeah, this video's got to get out there because this is a message. This is a fucking message to everybody out there who either runs communities or has ever been a target of harassment on any sort of online community or anywhere for that matter, that shit like this is happening and nobody's doing a goddamn thing about it, and people who are in power either do nothing about it or they condone it. It's not okay! And yet, we see shit like this continuing to go down. We see it continue to go down, and for what? For what? For what? Why? I want to know. I don't know. Do you want to add anything in there?
No, I was actually wondering when you were going to stop and breathe. My goodness. But no, I said my piece. If you like this, give it a like. If you dislike it, give it a dislike, guys.
Yep.
But I already said my 2 cents about this particular topic, which I would have already gone through the deep end. But this is not my channel. I don't want to disturb you guys any more than I already have. So yeah.
Yeah. This right here is going to be one of the few videos where, you know, if you like it, that's amazing. You know, thank you for your support. But if you dislike it, well, I'm sorry to hear that. But I guess, you know, it can't be helped. And if your reason for disliking, if it's no reason, well, then you can't be helped either. So I'm going to end this right here. As far as the first part goes, so I want you guys to stay tuned for the second part. And Regdrags, I want to thank you so much for coming on here and sharing the spotlight with me and doing this video with me. Because honestly, like, you know, it isn't enough, I feel, for just one person to say something. I mean, I've said things before, but still I felt like that nothing was done. But I feel that with more than one person in one video who has the same sort of mindset, I feel that will be twice as much of an impact. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart very much for this.
No problem.
Alright guys, so if you guys want to be linked to Regdrags' channel, her channel will be in the description box down below. But this isn't the end of the video, so please stay tuned for part 2 if you haven't already been scared off or whatever. Like I said, I apologize for any overly sized swearing or anger or whatever, because this right here is just it's sensitive, okay? It's like, it's even worse than a Band-Aid being ripped off a fresh cut. This is sensitive fucking shit. If you guys haven't unsubscribed or haven't turned away from this video, please don't. I want you guys to share this video and share it to everybody to showcase that it's not okay for shit like this to happen, and you got people like myself and Cynthia who are speaking up against it. So thank you guys for watching, and please stay tuned for part 2, which will be coming up, well, right now. Alright folks, so this right here is part 2, and this right here is where we kind of get into the a little more nitty-gritty here, because now we got a couple of screenshots, and these 2 screenshots highlight 2 different situations, but they revolve around the same sort of BS, if I may. And with me, I happen to have Regdrags for part 2. I was thinking about doing this by myself. I'm like, oh, no. We're on a roll. We gotta keep fucking doing this together. So, with that being said, Regdrags, you got anything to say?
Well, hello once again, everyone. I am here once again with Corey, discussing the, I don't even know why this is even an issue. It should not even be going on. But he's gonna share screenshots, and then I'm gonna give my 2 cents about the screenshot that is revolved with Lumario and that blah person. Anyways, continue, Corey.
Well, you see, this right here, this video is also pretty much highlighting, you know, what goes on in the Pokemon community, and it's not okay. It's like, seriously, for it being a kid-friendly game, and for it being, you know, just about having fun. Why the hell is there all this stuff going on? I mean, we've dealt with our more than our fair shares of drama before in the communities, and we've even, dealt with, Verlicify a few times. There, I said his name again. Chill out. But you see, this right here takes everything to a whole new level. I would much rather deal with that guy a million times over than to be dealing with shit like this, because this right here is what will damage communities. When you not only target somebody for, for whatever reason, but when you target somebody for, a mental disability or a physical disability, and you call them, an autistic piece of shit, or you call them the R word, are you fucking kidding me? And this right here, we got a screenshot of this right here. Yep, we got this person right here saying, and I quote, "It's math, dude, lol. You're fucking stupid if you think that kid isn't an autistic piece of shit." What the fuck is your problem? Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? For you to be so high and mighty to say this kind of shit? Are you fucking serious? You see, this is the kind of shit that I don't like, okay? Yeah, you can have your disagreements, you can have, your differences in opinions and playstyles and all that shit. But if you're gonna get personal, you're gonna get real personal and call somebody an autistic piece of shit. If I haven't said this before, I'm gonna say it again. I grew up with autism. I've outgrown it, but I grew up with it. And you think that shit, growing up with it, was all fucking pancakes and maple syrup, all a bed of roses? No. And there's that old saying, every rose has its thorn. So, I'm gonna tell you this. When you say shit like this, not only are you proving how big of a piece of shit you are, but you're also proving, inadvertently, how bad the community is becoming these days. And I'm not just talking about, the Pokemon community itself. Like, I don't think there is the one Pokemon community. There's different communities. You got your VGC, you got your Smogon, you got Casual, you got Nugget Bridge, all that stuff. But you see, you damage your community and you misrepresent them when you do shit like this. And you think, and see, the funny thing is, I'm actually a part of this said group. I'm not going to give names, because I'm not going to have this group put under the microscope and put under fire, all because of one person's misactions. But this person needs to be lit the fuck up and shown that it's not okay to be saying shit like this. Yeah, you can have your, differences in opinions, disagreements, all that stuff, but ever hear of the thing that, oh, well, let's have a civil disagreement. Let's have it so that we are civil, and at the end of it, we can agree to disagree. What the fuck happened to that? What the fuck happened to doing it like adults? Not like merciless, soulless, heartless, gutless cowards. Like this person right here. What do you gotta say?
In regards to this, you know what? I'm like I said before, I'm actually going to just wait until we get to the portion that revolves around Lumario, like really revolves Lumario, because I'm actually going to recall and reread all those screenshots of that magnificent, intelligent person, calling him the one thing that really should not even matter, that he shouldn't have. So, yep. I'm just gonna sit back and just taking my time here, and just enjoy my kickstart.
Yep. Well, with that being said, how about we move on to the said screenshot, that being Lumario. You want to take away this right here?
Alrighty, just give me one sec, guys. I'm old and ancient. I don't know how to run your Twitter. Alrighty, I am on Lumario's Twitter page, and oh my God, there's that really nice gentleman in the screenshot there. Alright, his name is Mikey Ree. Alrighty, let's just do this. So he writes nice, and then he responds, "You're the one that called me, I'm going to say it, retarded. And this is what this really intelligent person replied with. No, you insults. Laughing my ass off. Stop PMing me. Stop making videos. Stop tweeting. No. You stop calling people retarded. You start being a fucking imbecile. And you, like I said in my other video, get the hell off of Twitter and go eat 100 cheeseburgers, please. Let me continue. Blue Mario responds with, who's more worthy of the child labor? You are! You're a child! Then he writes, then people will care. I'm not the one hell-bent on destroying what reputation? You guys, your reputation is garbage. What reputation? I've been in your website. I've been on that website in my video. What the hell are you talking about? And then he writes, no, F you, implement edits into your community. Yes, that's the best thing they can do. But guess what? They're gonna fail doing it because I'm pretty sure slowly people are gonna get sick and tired of this and just walk off.
Yep.
And then here comes another one. Blue Mario writes, therefore I have a right of reply. Yes, you do, sweetheart. Whether you think I'm insane, retarded, stupid, dumb, etc., etc., he's right because it is the interwebs. Then this brilliant asshole writes, you may have had some valid complaints, but all reasoning has been thrown out the window because of your delusional fantasies. What fantasies are you talking about? And then he writes, grow up. Oh my goodness, so I'm just writing a message just stating the truth, right? And the facts are right there, and I it's a fantasy. Oh my goodness, is this a session or something? It must be a dream, baby. My God. And then Lumaria writes, you honestly think the way to address my complaints is by assaulting me? Seriously, you have been people ranking underneath you doing that for you. And now here comes the part where I just lose it. Then Lumaria writes, such an educated fellow. If you haven't checked out his YouTube channel, please do. But yes, a suggestion you actually need to take on board, ban abusive polls. Yes. At the time I made the video, the poll was already gone because Lumario had to beg the other community to tell that trash community to pull down that poll. Now, you have to go to another community and ask him, hey, can you tell that shitty community to put out that shitty-ass poll because, hey, they're going racist off in this bitch. Then there's a problem.
Yep.
And then Lumario writes, until then, you can't tell me that my use of the logo in the video is unfair. It is absolutely 100% fair. Lumario's not using your shitty-ass logo and saying, this is my stuff. He's just using it to make sure people have a good and clear idea what he is going through. But anyways, let me continue. And Dominion, given the fact that admins/mobs, of the room have no issue with the MB logo being the first thing that appears with some minor details followed directly by a poll that promotes harassment. Are you guys still with me? Oh man, that's just sheer intelligence right there. And you know what this imbecile writes in reply? You're absolutely retarded. What? Oh my God! So I start speaking the truth, right? So let me just put it right out there. Let's just say you were listening to me before, right? Yep. Are you really gonna reply that to me or to Corey or to, let's say David wasn't here, or maybe Lou Mario, or maybe Duke Style wasn't here, or maybe Water Select Trainer, or Ibn Knight, or maybe Ession, or some other polka YouTuber. Is that really what you're gonna reply, guys? Oh man, woo! You really are showing everybody how the Pokemon community is by doing that.
You see?
Anyways,
I happen to have a little bit of respect for the community.
I'm not done. Well, I do have Asperger's syndrome. Thanks for telling me something that is a common stereotype. Guys, what more do I have to say? I'm pretty sure you're gonna probably dislike this. I do not like this at all. I don't like reading this. Why am I reading messages from an imbecile? Why is this imbecile on the internet? Why does this keep happening? Guys, I understand that we have so much freedom on the internet, freedom of expression, freedom of just posting ideas and even if we just came back from the bathroom by taking a giant dump, we can go on Twitter and say, "Hey guys, I just took a giant dump." We have so much freedom. But this is outrageous. You are picking on somebody based on their disability. Now, what does the disability have to do with the game or with the disagreement you have? Absolutely nothing. And that's the main point. So this oh man, what an original name too, right, Corey? Mikiri.
Yeah.
The hell is that? Anyways, I'm done.
And you see,
I'm done.
this right here is one of the reasons and a prime example as to why I had to lose a little bit of respect for this community because of shit like this. And you see, Lumario wasn't being completely unreasonable here. I mean, yeah, sure, maybe it got taken a little too far when, maybe there was some misconception between racism and stereotypes. But you see, now he's got a legitimate gripe when you called him the R-word. When you do that, any sort of legitimacy in your argument, it's done. It's over. Rest in peace. Done. See ya, bye. And, this isn't the first time that Lumario has been in the foxhole under fire. Okay? He's had to deal with this sort of thing before. But that was just from one person. Now we're talking about a community, potentially. And when I say community, I'm talking about the people that represent the community, because who else has stepped up in defense of Lumario from that community? Pray tell. I don't know. I don't know. But you see, now, this person, this Makiri person, is doing a real good job of misrepresenting the community for what it is supposedly, a good community and what it's supposed to be about. Judging from that, you are about promoting bigotry and promoting bullying. And here's what I gotta say to bullying and bigotry, the kind of shit that you promote. Right there, buddy. As a matter of fact, this right here is a double whammy, which I pull up for special occasions. So why don't you take your bullying and your bigotry and stick it right up your ass? I'm fucking done with this fool. I'm done with this shit. Take this as a lesson for those of you guys who are watching this video. Don't take shit from anybody, no matter who they are, what they do for a living, or who they think they are. If they think that they are, like a fucking world leader, if they think they're, God, if they think they're this or that, that's no reason or justification to be bullying somebody like this. And you see, this right here, like, oh, man. Like, I ran out of things to say. So, I'm done on my part, unless this Regdrags has anything else to say. I'm going to be ending this video. Do you have anything else to say?
Guys, the only thing like I said before, there's so many different types of communities. You meet hundreds upon thousands of different people from different backgrounds. I understand that we have disagreements, or maybe we don't agree. But really, why does the look of the person matter? Their background, their status, their disabilities, or their abilities? I mean, why does it matter? Every other community of God knows how many games and flash games and browser games and have their own rotten apples, for the lack of a better example or wording. But really, I mean, if we allow this to continue, I already see quite a handful of really high sub YouTubers are questioning whether or not they should continue to do it, because they are not only bored of the metagames, which that's out there. That's out there for me. I have a slight understanding of that, but I've never been to a metagame. I've seen a bunch of videos of it. But they are starting to question Pokemon as a whole. There's actually a sub of both Corey and myself, they're sub to both of my channels, that retweeted, oh my goodness, it's already 2016 and we already have drama. And he retweeted a stupid message from one of the boss or whatever from Nugget Bridge, stating something against Lumario.
Yeah, it's
this has to. It's never going to stop. Okay.
Yep.
Like I said, Pokemon. I don't know how long Pokemon's going to keep going. Maybe we might have Pokemon in out. Oh wait, we already have Pokemon in outer space. for all we know, Pokemon in a different universe or whatever. It's gonna keep going. But if this keeps going, this little bashing right here, not that many people are gonna even think about getting to Pokemon. Or when they see a video, let's say my channel, oh, she does Pokemon stuff. Oh no, she's one of those crazy and stays away from my channel and your channel and Corey's channel and all the other Poketubers channel.
It's
Guys,
2016,
we are
guys.
above this.
It's 2016.
We are
and this
above
is the way
this.
we're starting things out already. This is your community. And right now, you're with the shit like this, you're letting the community that you know, you have Poketubers like Shofu, like Shady Penguin, like PokeMMD, like Xenon3120, like myself, like Regdrags, like Ace Hearts Gaming, Lou Mario. I could sit on my ass all day and, you know, start listing people off. But when you have higher YouTubers that are actually questioning and contemplating quitting Pokemon because of shit like this, it's because of shit like this that they're doing it. It's because of shit like this that they're contemplating quitting something that they love. What say you? This right here is a Pokemon community that is supposed to be filled with happiness, and yet we're not even through the first week of January of 2016, the new fucking year, and we got shit like this going on. Bravo, bravo, fucking oh. You know, you wanna sink this ship? Well, you're doing a good job doing so. Well, maybe we can add a couple of extra anchors because of shitheads like this guy right here, making reference to making fun of someone with disabilities. And maybe if we go back to the screenshot here, right here, you know, let's add another anchor onto the already sinking ship. That being this fuckhead right here, saying, autistic piece of shit. Yeah, bravo, buddy. Bravo, bravo. That's your way of dealing with problems. Well, here's what I'm gonna say. And this right here, I want, if you guys happen to watch this video, I'm talking about Makiri, and I'm talking about this other piece of shit. You guys watch this video? For me to you, and everybody else who is on my side, go fuck yourself. That's what me and everybody say to you guys. Because if that's the way that you guys are going to treat this community, who the fuck needs you? Seriously. We don't need you poisoning our community. You know? This is a community that I am goddamn proud to be a part of. And I will defend this community to the bare bones. Or die trying if I have to. I will defend this community. I am not just going to sit on my ass and do nothing. Okay? This whole thing with Lou Mario, you know, I was like, okay, this is not cool. This is not cool. And I was thinking about addressing it. I was thinking about it. And while I was still thinking about it, we had this shit happen on Facebook. So, this right here was the straw that broke the back into me making this video. So, you know, I apologize for this being a much different video. I apologize for this being a video that is, you know, that features me being as raw and as honest and as pissed off as I am with this. I apologize. But this right here, it just can't be left unturned. It cannot be left unchallenged. So, this right here, that's it. That's done. Whole video, done. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, then please feel free, if you enjoyed it legit and you guys agree with myself and Regdrags, then please give this a thumbs up. You know, if you dislike it, please let me know. Please let us know why you dislike it. You know, if it was something I said, maybe I came off too strong, which, well, I know I came off too strong because I was pissed off beyond belief here. But can you blame me or anyone to be pissed off like this? You know? If you dislike it, if you got a legitimate gripe, please be an adult about it and let me know in the comments section. And I will do what I can to rectify it. If I said something inadvertently offensive to you, then please, you know, let me know and I will apologize and try and rectify it. But if it's because that you can't handle the fact that myself and Regdrags are blunt as hell people that are speaking our minds about things like this, well, you know, then I'm sorry. Then obviously this community is not for you. Please take your leave now. Goodbye. So, I'm done my part. Do you have anything to close this video?
I was thinking about saying the first thing that came to my mind, but I changed my mind. No. I said everything that needed to be said. I'm gonna continue to enjoy my Kickstarter, and I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Like Corey said, if you like it, give it a like. If you dislike it, go away, mosquito. Give it a dislike.
Yep. So, thank you guys for watching this lengthy-ass video, and if you guys stuck with us through this entire video, you guys are fucking amazing. You know, if you guys stuck through this whole video, leave a comment or message me saying that you stuck through this whole video, and you'll be put on the Wall of Fame for this, because this right here is a video that actually means a lot to me. Like, every video means a lot to me, but this right here personally means a lot to me, because this right here targets things that I've went through personally, and it's not okay regardless. Never ever okay to be going through shit like this. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.